Feel like a geek. Oh, cool. Bam. All right, cool. We're back at it. Cool. So next thing I want to talk about is Kendrick and friends. Before we get to the Kendrick and friends, let's talk about what happened before that. So allegedly, there's this hacker dude, guy who's come on academic stream. You guys know academics, and he is alleging that Kendrick Lamar or his team or somebody in his team or whatever supposedly bought fake streams for Not Like Us. In the initial phase of it being released, not like the entire thing, because right now it's sitting on like over 300 million streams on Spotify. So this guy's pretty much chopping it up. He's saying how he did it, what happened, and the reason he's snitching is because he's been threatened and and they didn't pay him. So it's quite interesting. Oh fuck, because that side shit. How do I move myself? Because that means I'm going to. I don't want to cover Ak. I don't know how to move myself. I guess I'm stuck here. Hey. All right. Let me make myself small so at least we can see some of Ak.
To reveal who you've worked with, songs you've worked on, and are you trying to be as transparent as that?
Yeah, so I'll tell you who I recently worked for. Other artists, I still have very good relationships with them and their label and their managers.
Okay.
So there's certain people who I would never do that to out of respect. But the most recent song I did do all the bots for, well, most of it and the marketing was Not Like Us.
Now, a lot of people are going to say that's fucking cat. Like, you know what I mean? This is a song that people are playing outside. This is a song that's going around. I have it here on YouTube. It's 80 million plays. If I go to Spotify and look it up, I think it's over 100 million plays, or actually 200 million. Actually, close to 300. Let me look it up.
I saw it the other day. It's like on 328 or some crazy shit like that, man. That song is really big.
Not Like Us. I think that the argument here is going to be, it says 343 on Spotify right now, 343 million. They're going to say, bro, Kendrick or Kendrick's team, obviously I don't think Kendrick's doing it himself, you can explain. He doesn't need to hit you up to fucking go figure this shit out. He could just, like, the song is hot already, right? Like, why the hell does he need you? To be honest, you're going to have to give a little bit for people to actually believe that you're not fucking just lying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, again, you could ask around about me. I'm not biased. I haven't, done this to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck him over. I don't want to fuck anybody over. But early on, when the song first dropped, it wasn't him. I'm not going to say he reached out to me himself, because obviously he didn't. It was definitely somebody from management. They wanted me to do 30 million early, which fed into the rest of the views, because obviously it was going to be a hit song either way. I like the song. You want me to be honest? The song is good. Like, it's a hit song.
Of course.
Sir, we, again, we're at the point where we're putting out public information. Could we also divulge names that we could verify even later? Who reached out to you?
Yeah, let's do that
on behalf of Kendrick.
I mean, I have payment proof, and I will DM that to you as long as you won't expose it right now on stream in front of everybody. But I will send you all the proof, all the receipts, and everything.
Okay.
Because there are certain things that I want to keep myself safe at the end of the day too, but I will send it to you.
I want to independently verify it. Hold on. I'm gonna put in this call. Well, you know my Instagram name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can either send it in here or send it to me on Instagram to send like a screenshot or whatever. But you say you have payment proof of what? And even then, my next question is gonna be, well, if you did some shit on the song, which we still got to talk about, and you got paid for the song, well, yes. Why are you mad?
Because
why are you mad?
I haven't got paid my full amount that I was promised.
Break that down. So somebody reaches out to you for 30 million streams. What'd you tell them? How much money?
So I was actually promised cuts as well. So I was promised payments after, but up front I was promised 5K. Okay. They told me it was for a big artist. Promised 5K up front. Okay. They sent me 2.5K, and then I was also promised after the song performed, I was also going to receive a little percentage of the song, so points on the song.
Okay. Now.
So just to break it down for maybe someone who missed it. So he pretty much says someone from Kendrick's camp hit him up. He said, "Hey man, we're dropping the song. Not Like Us. Obviously, it's a Drake diss track. We need the song to blow up. We need people to see the song because we want to fuck over the boy. So we need 30 million streams on the song. Supposedly, this is obviously on Spotify only because he only talks about Spotify. We need 30 million streams on this song Spotify. We're gonna give you 5,000. Obviously, there's the front end and the back end. We're gonna give you 2.5 first, then we're gonna give you the other 2.5 later. And then he's also alleging that they said, no man, we're also gonna give you points on the song, percentage of the song. So obviously, if you guys know a song, when you make a song, whatever, the song has 100 points, right? 100% of the song, and then you allocate the percentage or the points of that song to the people who are involved in that song, the singers, writers, producers, all of that. Da, 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 da. So he's saying, which for me makes fuck all sense. He's saying, as somebody who he was a paid contractor, pretty much. They paid him to make these bots, and they said, no, we're gonna give you points on the song as well. Does that make sense? Makes no fucking sense. If we're keeping it a bean, like, why would they pay you? Why would they give you percentage on the song? Because mind you, percentage on the song is perpetuity. Perpetuity? It's perpetual. It's forever. It's forever, ever, ever. You get, if they give you, say they give you 1% of that song, you're gonna get that. You're gonna be in the. You're gonna get royalties from that 1% forever. You know what I mean? So for me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would they do that?
You're talking to somebody that's not industry dumb. Put it like this. My voice is on Push Ups by Drake. I don't have percentage of that song. I would look like an idiot, and I'm pretty sure Drake would just block me if I said, give me percentage on the song. Now, you're a digital marketer.
This is like my full-time job.
Engineers don't even get percentage of the song. Why? Is this the first time?
Look at that. Engineers, niggas who mix and master the song, who make sure that it sounds nice and crispy and dope, them niggas don't even get percentage of it. So you, who's a subcontractor, who's already paid, and who they obviously do not want people to know that they're buying these bots. Why the hell would they give you percentage of the song? It makes sense.
Time someone's promised you percentage on a song, labels are stingy, rappers are stingy. They're not going to give you percentage. They might give you a little fee, but they're not going to give you percentage of the song.
Yeah, and they told me, they said after everything was done and after everybody was paid, I was when I'd be paid the rest of the money. That's what I was told as well.
Who are you speaking with?
I don't really want to say who that is, but I am DMing you right now. And they also, the reason they did it is because they also needed that song to win. I mean, I don't think he did it. He said he needed it. I just think they were competing with an artist who's big. Obviously, Drake is a huge artist, and they just needed to win. They needed that win, and they maybe needed the extra push, and they thought they needed it, which they probably would have won either way. I'm not biased, like I'm saying. They probably would have won without the streams, but they did it.
But I guess they needed because they know they're going up against Jeezy Drake, the boy. So they know that it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy because this nigga, he's got a whole fucking heavy machine gun behind him, So if they want to go up against him, they're gonna need these fucking bots for the initial stage. Mind you, this is not for the entire. So not like this nigga gave them 344 million streams on, not like us. No, he gave them the initial 30 million streams, which was over, I think it was over 30 days. And that 30 million streams, it's not like boom 30 like that. No, it's incremental. So by the end of that 30 days, I don't think it had 30 million. I think it had way more than that. So they just needed to make sure that the song, obviously it's not going to flop because it's a great song, it's dope, but they needed to make sure that the numbers, because Drake is a numbers guy, he likes to play numbers, he likes to talk about numbers, pull your splits up because your pants might split. He likes the numbers game. So they wanted to show him that, yeah, we can also beat you. We can beat you in the musical game, in the lyrics game, in making it, and we can beat you in the numbers game, even if we have to cheat by getting bots. So I guess that's the logic behind it. Again,
as a scapegoat just in case. It was their insurance.
Okay, give me one. I'm trying to figure out. Lang, I don't know exactly how it's routed, but let's say he has that control where he can just make those calls, or maybe his team can make those calls. 1% of this song for what it's going to be worth is going to be it's going to be tens of thousands, if not $100,000. Like, you know that. Like,
which
1% of this song over time. So 1% of this song over 24 to 36 months is, so that's 1%, right? And that's, by the way, for people, I like to try to educate, some people who don't really know about the music industry as well. Like, this is what people talk about, points on the album or points on whatever. Points usually mean percentage. So when somebody says they're going to give you points, right? Like, usually like, hey, you have a point on this particular project, or obviously would be this song, that's worth 6 figures over time, right? Because like,
and it's perpetual, it's forever, unless maybe it says for a certain time, then you won't get the points anyway. But usually points are percentage of a song, royalties are perpetuated forever.
I mean, shit. I don't know if you've ever been to this website, but His Daily Double, like, the song was making like 300,000 a week. I don't even gotta pull it up, but 300,000 a week every week, and it's been out for like 8 weeks. It's still going to continue. Then we're not even talking about some of the
300,000 a week. That's crazy. Times 8 weeks. That's 20. That's like 2.4 M's.
Publishers. Like, there's so much money being made from this song. This song is probably going to be grossing $10 million at least. Okay, so this is going to be a very lucrative song. When you were told that you were going to get points on this song, you said this never happened before. Were you a little skeptical?
No, because I usually give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, maybe they just don't want to pay me up front, or oh, maybe I just didn't really think it through that much, which I probably should have done now, like in the future. But I mean, like, hey, they have money, they're a big marketing team. The artist has money, everybody has money. So I was like, hey, it shouldn't be an issue. I'm okay with them paying me after.
Okay, interesting. So, all right, cool. So we're gonna end it there. But yeah, it's pretty much the whole gist. I mean, if you had to ask me my personal opinion, what do I think? Did he use bots? Yes, no, I'm a Drake fan. I'm a Drake fan, but I'm also very, I'm very rational minded, and I'm very objective. I'm not subjective like that. But honestly, I do, because, bro, if you watch the rest of the thing, the nigga says that all these big artists use bots. They all use bots, and we know that all these streaming numbers that you see on Spotify, all these things, all bots, man. Instagram, all bots. All these things just filled with bots. Excessive bots everywhere. So I do definitely believe that somebody in Kendrick's team reached out to have this song to get the initial 30 million bots, 30 million streams. Whether it was done through Kendrick's approval, that's another chat. And I think maybe that's where the confusion is coming from, about why the guy didn't get paid the back end, because he got the front end. He got the $2.5 thousand. You're supposed to get the other $2.5 thousand once the job was done. Job was done. They got the 30 million streams. He didn't get the 2.5. So that's why it's coming out and snitching on them. So for me, I think it may, like this. This is just me like speculating. Maybe it was somebody in Kendrick's team who, he took it up. Maybe somebody who's important, and these are his duties. They took it up on himself to solicit this guy to get the bartender, and then maybe Kendrick found out, and then Kendrick's like, nah, dude, don't do that shit. We're not here playing bot games, and then maybe that's why he didn't pay the other 2.5. It's because maybe he didn't want to leave the second paper trail. So I don't know. I mean, it's odd. I honestly do believe that he used bots. I don't think it changes much. It just now confirms that Kendrick and his team are just also another fucking industry niggas. They're not niggas about authenticity and all of that. Nah, they also care about numbers. They also out here playing dirty tricks and dirty games. So it mustn't come here holier than thou trying to free the slaves type vibes. So I think for me that's the only really significance that it has. Other than that, dude, the song's a banger. It has 344 million streams. If you take out 30 million of that, it still has over 300 authentic million streams. So it doesn't really change much, but definitely does chink Kendrick a little bit. Like, oh, so you also cheat there. You also cheat when I Kendrick. So interesting. It's interesting. You guys will finish the rest of the stream. They talk about a lot of things, and he shows the guy, the kid, pretty much. He reveals everything. He's a 17-year-old kid. He does this for a living, makes a lot of money. And he reveals how he does it. Like, it's actually crazy. He reveals how he does it. So he gets academics to create a fake Instagram, not a fake, to create a new Instagram account, and then he pretty much just programs it, and then for the Instagram to get followers, and you just see the followers climbing up within seconds. It's crazy. So yeah, you guys will go watch the rest of the streams. Very informative, very interesting. Niggas are calling X salty because it's like, oh, bro, why you bring this up? This doesn't seem legit. This seems like something Drake is behind. I don't think so, man. It's just, I think it's true. I think someone in Kendrick's team did pay for the streams, didn't pay the nigga the rest of the money. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't change anything. The song's still a banger, still has a lot of streams, still make a lot of money. So it just, but yeah, we'll end it there.
Bust, I told that baby go.